welcome to the channel. I'm Tiffany, a retired librarian turned homeschool mom. And in this video, we're going to be looking at a new YouTube channel. This is connected to PBS Digital Studios, which is an organization that I trust. They're connected with the brothers Green, which is John and Mark Green, who are not only authors and they like to do charity work, and I cannot say that word. But they also do run other channels that I have covered on here, from Crash Course, which I've covered frequently, and I literally, this being January, next month you will see me cover their giant entire Crash Course on African American history. And that's a very, very big course. I also periodically cover videos on their Crash Course Kids. So it is PBS Digital Studios, and its connections are something that I trust. In this one specifically, this is a channel called Reactions, which is run and created by, it's produced by the American Chemical Society. So it's a channel that looks at how things are made. In this specific video that we're looking at how does glass blowing work. So this is a little over 4 minutes. It gives the basics of how glass is created and how we're able to blow glass. So it talks about the chemical composition of it, what we have to add to glass to make it work, to lower its heat point, because otherwise glass doesn't. We're talking lava here. So it doesn't melt for a long time. So we have to add stuff to lower its melting point. And we have to add stuff to make it stable. And then we add stuff to make it have colors and to have different properties that we want it to, like, not shattering in our ovens, or being able to withstand us whacking at it on our computer screens, or again, when it comes to glass blowing, make beautiful colors. So it really does go over the chemistry side of it. It's only about 4 minutes, 15 seconds long, so it's very condensed. It's a great introduction if you're looking into chemistry of glass and kind of just, not necessarily the art, though it does kind of, I would always, when it comes to art, as much as I love art, you do have to start with the basics and learn, how is it made? In this case, how do we make sure this works like this? So, I have a 4-year-old. It is almost 8 o'clock at night. She is exhausting, therefore yawning. I am a mom of a small child. By the time you see this, she will be 4 and a half. I'm filming this at the very end of August. So, you guys are seeing this in January. Yeah, I'm a little bit behind. Normally, I have more videos done by now. But life. Moving on. Back to the, so again, it's a really great introduction if you're starting units on chemistry of glass. Basically, the chemistry of glass and how this works. If you're interested in the art form of glass blowing, which of course I am, I find it absolutely, utterly beautiful. So it's a very interesting, very great introduction from a very trustworthy source. So that is really it. Again, this is a 4-minute video. I will probably be watching more of these, and I may be adding to them, because maybe using this as a source. As always, I will link the video in the description. You can get to the channel from there, which is how I did it. So, again, I love some of these short videos because they're great basic introductions and a way to start a unit as homeschoolers on something. It's like, okay, we're transitioning into this. Here's some basic short videos that give a decent, in-depth explanation of what we're going to be looking at. So, and yes, I do quite a few of these kind of, and will eventually utilize them. Again, I have a 4-and-a-half-year-old. So by the time you see this, we're still in preschool. I will start adding, this is probably the kind of year where you're going to find a Wednesday video, near the end of the year because we are going to start officially homeschooling in 2024 for the fall. I will probably be, you'll probably find my first starting into how we are, things I'm planning on using for homeschooling and how that is working, and how I talk about them. So we will begin those. On top of that, of course, we have our standard programming. So if you like this channel, like and subscribe, leave a positive comment if you have one. You can check out the rest of the channel. I do a lot of book reviews and a lot of movie and media related stuff. So this January, glass blowing is one of the things. I covered a children's book on glass blowing, swords, cheese making, and weaving. Just some interesting hobbies. Next month is African American History Month, so we're covering African American history. I have a variety of books. I'm also covering crash courses, African American history, summarized quickly because it's a big course. It's a lot of 15 to 20-minute videos. It's occasionally shorter, overviewing African American history. Yeah. Okay. And then we're covering women's history in March this year. I have covered Irish history in the past. You can check my videos on that. I'm covering the Titanic in April because it's interesting. May, we're covering Asian history, specifically focusing on Angel Island, San Francisco entrance into the United States. The following month in June, I'm covering Ellis Island, specifically, or basically the immigration from the East. Then July, I'm covering women inventors. August, I'm looking at food stuff. Because I'm thinking I'm looking at food stuff. Hopefully I'm not saying that wrong because I've said that in multiple videos. As I bypass things. That's April. What am I covering in August? What the? That looks like women inventors. Oops. August looks like women inventors. What the heck am I covering in July? As I'm muddling on here. Well, moving on. September, I'm doing a deep dive into Beauty and the Beast. October, I'm doing space. November, I'm doing the Hindu Festival of Diwali. I have a feeling I might be doing Women Inventors in August, and then July might be food. Then I'm messing things up. Just wait and see. Stuff is coming. These things will be covered. And December, I'm doing mysteries. So, and then I do cover, if you're unfamiliar with my channel, I've started doing a lot of book series. So I'm covering The Polar Bears of Ice, which is the last, at least book that, I think they're the horses, but Catherine Lasky, it's the finishing off of me covering, because I've already covered the Guardians of Ga'Hoole and the Wolves of Beyond from Catherine Lasky. So you can check those out. Covering Animorphs, I'm doing Anne of Green Gables, I'm doing The Boxcar Children, and I'm doing Wings of Fire. So that is what is incoming. So like and subscribe, leave a positive comment if you have one, and check out what I got. Thanks.